All right, I'm back with another daily dose of crypto airdrop alpha. I've got a bunch of token claims as well as a bunch of time-sensitive stuff that you should do ASAP if you want to qualify for future airdrops. So let's jump right into the first one, which is Lava Network. They just dropped the Lava token today. So people that had previously claimed it can now go into your Kepler or your Leap wallet or wherever you claimed it and actually see the balance of your tokens and swap if you want to. Now at this point, if you want to swap it in a decentralized exchange, it looks like the best way to do that is to use the Squid bridge. So that is what I did, use Squid router to send my Lava from the Lava network to Arbitrum. And by the way, if you're looking in your Kepler wallet and you don't see the balance, you can either add it using managed chain visibility, or an easier way is actually just to go right to this app right here, Squid Router, and then once you connect your wallet, it will automatically detect your balance. So I sent my Lava tokens from Lava to Arbitrum, and then you can swap it on a DEX on Arbitrum. You can use an aggregator as well, stuff like Odos, Jumper, etc., as long as you can just paste the contract address in. Now, in terms of the price, right now it's looking like it's trading at 8.5 cents per Lava token with a market cap of 2.9 million. When I sold a little bit earlier, it was closer to 15 cents per token. So obviously it's been dumping like most things do on day one when there's an airdrop. Now, I can't give you financial advice and tell you what to do in terms of holding or selling, but I can tell you that I sold my Lava airdrop. And the reason for that is mainly just because at this point, I'm just trying to consolidate into the majors, and I'm not super interested in holding random governance tokens for all these different apps and protocols that drop. Okay, another token that you can now claim is Layer 3 or the L3 token. So I claimed my Layer 3 tokens this morning, and when you claim them, there's a decision that you need to make. You can either just claim it straight up, unlocked, no staking, or you can stake it in order to get a 200% boost on season 3. But if you want that, you need to stake it within the first 24 hours of claiming the token, or the token claims actually being live. So that is the key decision you have to make. Now, in terms of what I did, I just claimed and sold the full amount. And the reason for that is because I have not really been participating that much in Layer 3 farming on an ongoing basis. I did most of my farming in season 1. And so as a result of that, getting this boost on future farming doesn't really impact me that much, and I'm not super bullish on it. Now, another reason why you might want to stake is because there's now going to be quests and cubes and rewards that you get for Layer 3 based on the number of tokens that you stake. These have already popped up on the platform, and the more tokens that you stake, the more rewards you can potentially qualify for. So there is a decent amount of sort of yield stacking on that, and you also get a yield on the L3 staking as well. So those are the options, and that's what I did. And by the way, in terms of the price of the Layer 3 token, it's currently hovering at around 10 cents with a market cap of under 40 million. If we compare that to the Galaxy Gal token, that has a market cap of $342 million. So honestly, I think that is insane. This is overpriced, if anything. I'm not sure if the L3 token is underpriced or fairly priced, but this, in my opinion, is absolutely insane. Anyways, moving on. Another token that the claim just went live today is the LSD airdrop from the Pontum network. So this one is partially vested. You can go and claim a part of your token here and then sell it if you want to on LiquidSwap or another Aptos DEX. So I just swapped mine into more APT tokens and then went and farmed them on Aries Market. Another airdrop claim that is live is Stride for STTIA holders. Now this one is not very big, but if you did farm it, then you can go and claim your tokens. This one was definitely more of a linear yield in the form of STRD tokens. And in order to claim it, you may need to go to Osmosis Swap and get a small amount of the STRD token to just pay for the transaction fee for the claiming transaction. Talking about Celestia, there are now 4 different badges to mint for Milky Way. So if you've been following along with this airdrop campaign, make sure that you go and claim all those badges. They're gonna give bonuses for actual farming of Milky Way moving forward. And then another point that I want to mention here is they launched this interesting new feature where basically all of the points that you farmed for Milky Way, you can now actually bet them or wager them on, at this point, it looks like the Olympics. So you can actually click on this and you can decide which country between the US and China is gonna have more total medals by August 3rd. And if you win, you can actually win more M points. But if you lose, you'll lose the M points that you wagered. So this is literally gambling of points. If you're interested in trying it out, you can check it out here. Okay, moving on, let's talk about Renzo. So Snapshot for season 2 was taken on July 26th, and they're currently going through weeding out symbols and doing stuff like that. And the token for season 2 should be dropping soon. This is just shortly after EtherFi season 2 dropped, so we're getting a couple of these LRT tokens coming through. But the important thing to note here is that they said to ensure accuracy, avoid moving your balances until more details are shared. So I would say even though that the snapshot has occurred, if you can, just keep your easy ETH and your DeFi positions using that token intact until they actually finally confirm the allocations and the tokens, because I guess it's possible that if you move it around, you might end up getting flagged as a sybil or, losing a boost or something like that. Another announcement in the Ethereum staking and restaking space that we've been waiting for a very long time is that the Swell airdrop is coming now soon. The snapshot is going to be taken today at block 204228895. So specifically, we don't know exactly when that's going to be, but it's going to be sometime today. But this snapshot is going to be for 8% of the total Swell supply. And if you go to the Swell Voyage page, you can check your balance of pearls and you'll be able to actually hopefully see your allocation and get those tokens soon. This one was supposed to drop back in March or April, so definitely very delayed. All right, next up, there's some Zeta Market ZEX token rewards that are being doled out right now. There's 2 sets of those rewards. One is for trading in the Genesis epoch, and the other is for people that actually staked their airdrop from ZEX. So if you participated in either of those activities, you can go to the Zeta Markets platform and collect those rewards. All right, next up, let's talk about Tycho. So there's a new faction badge to mint. This one is quite easy to do. All you need to do is go to NFTs to me or any other NFT collection on Tycho and create a collection. As soon as you create that collection, you can go back and mint the badge. So make sure that you collect it before the week is up, because once these go, you can't get them again unless you go and purchase it on a secondary NFT marketplace. And I can pretty much guarantee you that having lots of these badges, and ideally all of them, is going to lead to an airdrop boost or bonus or a complete separate allocation. All right, next up, the Infinex crate run is done. So in this campaign, I didn't actually farm it with very much. Probably should have used a bit more capital, honestly. But with what I farmed with, I got 4 crates. I opened all of them and got literally nothing, 4 empty crates. So rugged by the crate run, but hopefully you managed to get something more than what I got. And if you did farm it, you can still open any unopened crates that you got, but you can't actually earn any new ones from now on. Next, let's move to the Solana ecosystem, because there's a pretty big update from SolLayer, which has become one of the main airdrop farms within the Solana ecosystem. And that is that today, SSOL, or the SolLayer Sol, is actually fully transferable, liquid, unfrozen. So now you can actually swap it. It's liquid. You don't have to actually withdraw it from the platform, and you can see the balance and the value in your wallet. And you will be able to use it in Solana DeFi as soon as there's more integrations. Currently, I believe Orca is the first actual integration, so you can provide liquidity on Orca for the SolLayer Sol tokens, but I'm sure they're going to be rolling it out to different Solana DeFi apps like Meteora, and hopefully some other ones as well, like Camino Finance, MarginFi, etc. Now, with this, I would say SolLayer actually becomes a higher priority airdrop target for Solana farmers. And the reason for this is because now it's actually a multi-airdrop farm. If you take your Sol and restake it with SolLayer, you earn points for that. But then if you take your SSOL and you actually use it in Solana DeFi, you can potentially hit multiple other airdrops at the same time, which is pretty bullish. So this is a solid unlock, and as soon as there's more integrations of Solana DeFi, I'll let you know and I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm not planning on providing liquidity right now. It literally just launched like an hour or 2 ago. I'm gonna kind of wait and see what I think is the best option for this. Okay, next up. If you've ever minted a Modularium NFT using TIA tokens, you should go into the Forma Chain Discord and claim your rules. This probably is going to have some sort of relevance for the airdrop, so definitely recommend doing this. All right, next, let's talk about Linea. So they just launched the .linea.eth domain names. You can go and mint one of these. It's possible that it will have some sort of relevance. I'm kind of skeptical that it's going to be majorly relevant. Maybe you'll get a little LXP boost if they drop a quest for this or something like that. You know, it's kind of like a little bonus side quest. In order to mint it, you do have to have a valid proof of humanity on that wallet. And the cost to do this is free, just the gas fee for the transaction. So honestly, everyone should do it if you have completed proof of humanity on the wallet. And I actually did manage to get my domain name before someone stole it. So, ha! All right, next up, let's talk about dPioneers a bit. So I've seen some people asking questions in comments and on Twitter, wondering what's going on with this project. So let me give you the updates. For starters, they just launched staking for the NFTs. So this is something that I have done. I staked my dPioneer NFT and you earn points for staking it. If you go to the top right-hand corner under my account, you can see how many points you've earned from staking it. And then if you go to this, my collection, that's where you can actually see the NFTs that you've got unstaked and the NFTs that you do have staked. So for every 6 minutes of staking, you earn 1 point, and there will be monetary rewards for staking in the form of tokens that are partnered with the project. Now, the other updates for this project are that if you own one of the NFTs, you're a part of the DAO, you're going to earn a share of the trading fees from the NFT. There's potentially going to be airdrops to NFT holders from the decentralized physical infrastructure ecosystem on Solana. And you also have the option at any point to either liquidate or sell your NFT back to the DAO. And there's a fixed price of doing that currently for 1.867 SOL, or you can go to an NFT marketplace like Tensor and sell it. And currently the floor price on Tensor for these NFTs is just over 2 SOL. So I've always said that this was a speculative play, and I'm kind of just in it for the long run because I'm curious to see how this project plays out. So I've staked my NFT, I'm earning the points on that, but if you do want to exit the project, those are your two options. Speaking of NFTs that lead to airdrops, let's talk about the Puff NFTs. The Puff Dragons Mint is actually still live. The legendary ones have minted out. Let me just refresh this page and see how many are left of the common ones. Yeah, okay, so we can see that the legendaries and the 16% chance to mint a legendary have all minted out. So the only one that's left is the bottom tier, which is the basic Puff Dragons NFT. Now, there's a couple of ways to get this. One, your wallet may have been whitelisted if you've been farming the Puff airdrop campaign, in which case you can mint one of these for 500 Puff tokens and 100,000 BMT tokens. Everyone that holds one of these common Puff Dragons NFTs is going to get 4,070 Cook tokens for that. So this whitelist mint ends in about 2 days. I minted mine. You can only mint one per whitelisted wallet. And if we go here to view your NFTs, you can see the one that you got. The artwork, honestly, on these is a little bit cringe, but we're in it for the airdrops. So the cost to mint one of these right now is not that much. It's like $40 to $50 depending on what the price of Puff is when you're actually going to do this. So in my opinion, the upside is reasonable and I was willing to take a stab at it. I also am curious if having an NFT is going to be a part of the Puff campaign final decision chapter 6, which is supposed to also be launching this week. Now, if you mint one of these, you can actually sell it on an NFT marketplace like Element, for example, where the floor price is 230 MNT tokens, which is a pretty decent profit on the mint fee. Or if you weren't whitelisted, you can potentially pick one up, although obviously paying that much more for it makes it a higher risk activity. Up to you, can't tell you what to do. And then yeah, speaking of Cook, there's supposed to be a chapter 6, the final decision coming soon. They've been saying that it would be around the same time as the NFT mint. So hopefully that comes through later this week and I'll definitely bring an update when that is live. All right, next up, let's talk about Chroma real quick. Basically, their little Chroma Creative Universe thing is now fully live. So you can get ores and you can mint your little Chroman NFTs here. And then you can do stuff with the ores to get things that you can equip with your Chroman NFTs and rank them up. But there's also this button here called Airdrop. And if you click that, it shows you all of the different ways that you can qualify, including ones that are still live. So up to you if you want to keep farming this. I feel like at this point, it's pretty low risk because the transaction fees on Chroma are very low. So you might as well at least mint some of their NFTs, the Chroman NFTs, and just experiment with the KCU here. Because yeah, it does work pretty well. And honestly, in terms of, fun airdrop campaigns, it's actually not too bad. So you should experiment with it, especially if you were farming Chroma as of, back in January, February, or whenever I first started talking about it. Okay, two more quick things. One is Zora. So if you haven't minted an NFT on Zora recently, there are these two NFTs from the actual Zora team, Spark 1 and Spark 2. So actually, let me go ahead and mint these. I hadn't minted them yet. So these are commemorative NFTs, and they were released by the official Zora studio to commemorate this new unit of Ethereum name called the Spark, which is 1 million sparks to 1 ETH. And they're gonna start using this language, sparks, on Zora, as opposed to saying 0.000777 or whatever ETH. So you may actually start seeing, the number of sparks that it costs to mint an NFT instead of a bunch of numbers to the right of the decimal. So anyways, the whole point of this is they dropped these two commemorative NFTs, and if you haven't minted an NFT on Zora, it's not a bad idea ever to pick up these official ones that are launched by the Zora team itself. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about is that I recently did an interview with Gabriel Randy, who is a Brazilian crypto YouTuber. The interview's in English though, and it's kind of more of a free-flowing conversation, less editing than my normal videos, and I talk about airdrop metas and stuff that I'm farming. So if you want to check that out, I'll drop a link to this down below. So that is it for today's airdrop alpha. I've been away for a while. I was on holiday in Greece, enjoying my time, but now I am back to the grind. So let's make some money. Have a great day.